What's up, everybody? It's ET. Gosh, I just jumped into it. I didn't even do anything that I was supposed to do. Crap, like set the name and everything. So today we're doing season. I'll just go ahead and put the Twitch over here. Today we'll be doing episode 9. I don't know what this session's gonna be on. Oh, yeah. Cinematic component. We're not actually be making any cinematics this time around, but what we'll be doing is making kind of like that component of the level so that you can insert your own cinematic here. So, okay, that sounds good to me. Okay, I think I'm cool with that. Let's go ahead and put this back over here. I'm gonna update it. And for the time being, I'm going to go to my OBS and just take out the stream title, just so it's not like right there. I'll try to add it back, but I don't know if it like reloads it or maybe it doesn't. Oh well. No stream title for today. Okay, so let's open up Unity and let's get on going. Turn up the volume on this thing. Alright. Here we go. So we have this. Let me go ahead and get Visual Studio up too. So I'm going to open up the README. Take your time. No one's doing anything. Alright, so here's the README. Season episode 9, Cinematics. Let's just name it to what I think I named this episode, which is Cinematic Component. Okay. So we're going to create a structure so that cinematics happen before, after, and during the level. Pause game. So it definitely needs to pause the game. Cinematics for this game should be no more than... Okay, yeah, that's fine. Finish cinematics after last level. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Oh yeah, I get it. Some kind of like ending. After last level. I.e. the end. And come up with cinematic scripts like text explaining camera, sound effects, etc. Okay, let's do it. Let's try to make a cinematic component. So to do this, we are going to go to Unity. We're going to go ahead and go to, what are we going to do? I don't know. I think what we're going to do is create a scene. Yeah, this one's hard because yeah, it's ridiculously hard. I don't really know. Okay, cinematics I think will always be around the player, right? So we just got to know what a player is. If you know who the player is, don't hate the player, hate the game. I don't know, man. What am I trying to do? Alright, so we have a player prefab, so I'm going to go ahead and make a new scene. I'm going to go ahead and save the scene. In the scenes, let's just call this Cinematic 00 for no better name than whatever I have. Okay, we're going to put this here, the player. Player should be at 000, which he is perfect, or she. We can't tell. It's a capsule. Has no defining parts. So we have the player. We're gonna go get. So the cinematic will. What will it do? it'll do some kind of animation or do something and then cut off and then destroy itself. So it's basically a layer on top of the level. So if that makes any sense to you, great. Going to create a cinematic. Okay, and this is going to have a script as per usual. We're going to make a new script. Let's just call it cinematic. Sure, why not? Alright, so you have a cinematic script. What will cinematic script do? I believe you should have a game object, and this is going to be your target. Typically player, right? So I'm just going to even put that in the comment. Typically player. And there's one other game object I want, and that is the camera. So okay, we got. Why is that a bad thing? Oh. That's okay. Let's go ahead and put the. Eventually, maybe there'll be privates, and so I'll have the little underscore in front of them. Okay, so we have target and we have camera. Great. So, what do we do? Thought of something else. I'm not gonna do this. And now you're gonna think I'm crazy. What? Come out. Do what I want you to do. Okay, I think I'm gonna have a camera in here. That might make more sense. So, camera. What is a camera? Camera's a camera, I guess. Camera's a camera. Awesome. Main camera, depth -1. Okay, I see that camera has taken the place of main camera, unless I'm making -2. Yes, -1, 0, -100. Alright, so whoever is up the highest wins. Okay, so I can go ahead and reset all this. So here's camera. For no crazy reason, I mean for only a crazy reason, I'm going to move camera up and scroll it down just so you can see the horizon. So yeah. Now I'm going to play with the component I've never played with in Unity, and that is the animator, or the animation. I don't know how this works, so forgive me for totally not understanding any of this. To begin animating camera, create an animator in an animation clip. Okay, totes my goats. I gotcha. So we can go to animator. I would say that probably lives in event. I tried. Alright, effects. Alright, now. It's not physics, not navigation, not audio, not rendering, not layout, not maybe miscellaneous. Animate, what do we need? We need an animator. And I guess you need the other thing, maybe. I know I'm doing this on my own. So I'm going to just put these two things in just to see if it works, and then I'm going to go back and oh, there is no animation clip. Okay, so that shows what I know. To begin animating, create, so let's say create, and let's go ahead and make an animations folder. Animations. cinematic 1. RO. Camera. Okay, so now we have an animation. So an animation, I have no idea what kind of so what is this? This is an animation and this is animator or something. Let's go to camera. What happened here? It made a controller, so this is an animation controller, and I guess this is the animation. What kind of properties can we do? Transform. Yeah, let's go ahead and add position, and let's go ahead and add rotation. That are two things I definitely need. I don't think I need anything else. So let's say it just takes 5 seconds. Can I do something like that? Whoa, whoa, what's going on? How do you like move frames and stuff? Do I just slide it here? There's a slider at the top. Okay, so we'll say 5 seconds in. Let's go ahead and move the camera around. So let's see if I can do something here. Let's say, hey, I just want a really close up of this player. Like I want to go here. So go back to camera. Let's say game object. Oh, how do I was like in some kind of record mode earlier. Is that this thing? I saw it with all of this red thing. And then I can go to a game object, align with view. Nice. So now that hopefully happened. So I can kind of scrub. Yeah. I don't really even need these guys. Probably do. Yeah. So let's say, hey, at 0 you're just 0. How do I record that? Record that. Reset. And then record that. Alright, so bam, it goes here. Kinda cool. Hit play, what would happen? Is this just play animation? Okay. That does something. Oh, there we go, it just plays it right there. Oh, it goes all the way to a minute. I don't need to go that far. How about now? That's 5 seconds? That can't be 5 seconds. Can't even count it. It's gotta be like a fifth of a second. Let's move you. I think that's gotta be 1 second right over there, right? 1. Play that. 1. Oh yeah, that's 1. Whoosh. 1 second. Now what I really want to do is instead of the camera being, you know, at 0, 0, 0, I want it to be wherever it is and then kind of transition to the next part. So how do I do that? Get off record mode, that's cool. 60 frames in, that's fine. Add an event. Oh, you can add an event. Awesome. Or add a keyframe. Cool. All that's very nice. I could use a drink, man. Yeah, I'm thirsty. So all this does is play the animation over and over again. Yeah, that's what my game does. And it sees that there's 2 different cameras active. Okay, all fine, all dandy. I feel like I need to get into the meat of it now. I'm going to go to cinematic. I'm going to go to the script. I'm just going to do something ridiculous. We're just going to play with the animation straight from here. So let's go to start. Let's get the animation. So get component in children. Animation? I think that's what it is. I think it could just be the animator. But I really want to get this animation. So how do we get that animation? It's not a... Alright. Camera. Here we go. This is the animator. So it's just kind of a state machine. So basically, whenever you enter, you just go into this cinematic camera 001 animation. If I double click that, it's just something that loops, which I don't have to loop. And that seems fine, I guess. So hit play. And not necessarily what I have to do. But now it doesn't loop, which is okay. It's kind of what I want. So what? How do I get this? This is kind of what I really want. Actually this. How do I get that? What is that? That is an animation clip. Yep. Maybe I can do some Googling. Animation clip. Get animation clip C#. What about that? I guess I should have said Unity. I mean, it's all there. Alright, so animation clip. I think you'll just get it, right? What? Alright. Let's see. We can do this the easy way or the hard way, and I'm going to do it the hard way. So I'm going to say, hey, int fake equals 0, fake plus plus. Just somewhere I can break. So I'm going to break right there. Attach Unity and play. What will happen? Did I hit it? Maybe I didn't even hit it. Alright, so now it's definitely doing stuff. It built the project, or it's building the project. Alright, looks all great. Now I should go launch Unity. Unity's over here. There's inconsistent line endings. Tell me more. Yeah, I have a feeling what's gonna happen. Yep. Freaking didn't load the whole thing right, and now it's all screwed up. Alright. Cinematic, it should be back here somewhere. Here we go. Fix those line endings. Go back to Unity. Let's disable this main camera just for now. Alright, so now we should have no warnings. Everything should be happy. Alright, great. Now let's do the debugging. Oh, I'm not actually getting that, am I? Dope. Alright, so let's go ahead and say, hey, animation equals that thing. Attach Unity and play, please, por favor. Alright, you seem to be playing. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna unplay that. Stop this. Attach Unity and play. Come on, let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready. Animation plays, stops, perfect. Does this actually get something? No, it doesn't. Returns null. Okay, so I gotta figure out how to get the freaking animation clip. That was not how you do it. The way it kind of said to do it. This get component animation. It's not how that works. But I wonder what happens if I was to do that. Like, alright, so now that we actually have the animation, I wonder if I went just to camera, deleted this whole animator, because we don't need a state machine, it's just going to play one animation. And if we go to miscellaneous animation and just chose my animation clip, will you just play it? So if I go back to scene, I think so, right? Oh, I guess I have to add it to our possible animations. Interesting. Default clip could not be found in attached list. Okay, it must be marked as legacy. I feel like I'm going down some rabbit hole I'm not supposed to be going down, but I'm doing it anyway. Yeah, I have no idea how to mark anything legacy, so let's maybe not do what I'm doing and kind of go back to do what? Back to the animator, I guess. I don't want to do that, but I think that's how we're gonna do it. Miscellaneous animator. What? Animator. Controller. Can you give me the camera animator? And I believe you just called this animation. Alright, cool. Oh no! I didn't even save the scene or anything. How miserable. How miserable is that? Alright, let's make a new scene. What do we have? We have a capsule. Actually, we have a player prefab. Put that right in the middle there. We have a... What I'm starting is an empty cinematic object, which is not part of player. Cinematic, and in cinematic we have a camera, and we don't have main camera, so camera. Oh, and this also has a script called cinematic, and okay, we can add a animator, and then we can add our asset camera. We can go view the animator, and the animator should be this one. Should be that guy, right? No, it should be that guy. It's empty. Interesting. That shouldn't be the case, right? Let me go ahead and just delete this guy. Let's go ahead and create our own animation controller. We'll also call it Cinematic 00. This guy should open up just fine, I guess. If you don't mind. There we go. On entry, if you don't mind, just play. How do you just play an animation? Just drag it up in here? Okay, this is the animation. So play that animation. Nice. And then if I click on the animation, shouldn't loop time. What happens? Okay, played it. But camera, it's not really playing it. Let me just see if the cinematic it has actually. Let's see if this has any legs by going to animation, putting it down here. How do I see the animation? If I just go to camera, I guess. I see, it has no anything. Okay, that's okay. We'll go ahead and add position, and we'll go ahead and add rotation, and that's all we need, because we're not going to change the scale of the camera. So it's going to be at 0, 0, 0. If I select these suckers, don't want you in 2D. Really want to get into that player. Something like this, I guess, is fine. Yeah, I'll just double click it and zoom in like a little bit, like that. Okay, so if I go back to camera, select those guys, say record. Let me just put myself there, just in case. And then I say, hey, game object, align with view. Now we got this crazy thing happening, right? Yeah, so perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, that seems great, and I'm going to stop recording, and I'm going to save this. And let's save the scene quickly as cinematic 00. Done. Okay. Phew, so we got that. This time we saved it, so that's great. So if I hit play, this should just kind of zoom out of the player and stay there. Perfect. Okay, what is next? What is next? I'm trying to get the animation, right? So that's what this is all about. This was not how you do it. So this is what I'm going to do next. We're going to get the animator. Better name this the animator too. Animator. What can you do for me? I'm just going to see if it has any kind of... It does have its own components, but I think everything has its own components. But I wonder if I can get animation. Okay, let's ask the internet. The internet knows more than I can ever know, so it's always safe to ask them. Get animation from animator Unity. Love it. Get animation from animator. I've been at this for hours, blah blah blah. Here's the answer to all of this. So get animator controller. Sorry, just reading. State machine. I really don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to tackle this all wrong. Yeah, all this seems crazy. Oh, yeah, this is kind of what I want. Why isn't this a good answer? I love this answer. It's under runtime controller animation clips. So if I did that, if I said animation clip, get animation clip, and let's just say, hey, name, let's do it, private animator You already have it, right? Animator. And then let's rename it to Animator. Okay. I don't need to stop here, so hopefully that goes away. If Animator equals null, don't worry about it, just return null. Then we say for, what am I doing? For each, right. For each animation clip in, oh gosh, it's gonna be hard. Animator.runtime animator controller animation clips. If animation, oh, I didn't actually write. I like to spell things out for some reason. Animation clip. If animation clip dot name equals name, return animation clip. Otherwise, return null again. Alright, that's how I'm gonna do it. Let's just say animation clip AC equals get animation clip. I don't even know what it was called. Cinematic 00, I think. I think that makes sense. Yeah. I think that makes sense, but no one really knows. So let me go back to Unity. Are you called Cinematic 00? Yeah, I think everything's called. Oh, should I call it Cinematic 00 Camera? It kind of seems to be the actual name of everything. Alright, fine. That's good. Cinematic 00 Camera. Does that work? Can we break here and you tell me if that's good? Alright, Visual Studio part's done. Now it's thinking about going into Unity. It's going to play in Unity. Alright, here we go. I'm going to hit F. Oh, I'm not good at this. Step over. Yeah, F10. And so now, what's my AC look like? Nice. Alright, so I actually get the animation clip. Love that function. Good function. Let's give him a shout out. Who was that? Don't even see it. It's not the top answer. I forget. It's like the worst answer for some reason. Villain GM, thank you for that answer, dude. That was exactly what I was looking for. Alright, so AC dot, I don't even know what we can do with this now. I guess I should not thank them yet until I figure out what's to do. So we can add event, apparent speed, average, awesome, clear curves, events, frame rates, instance, get type, is animation motion, is looping, legacy, length, local bounds, name, sample animation, set curve. Set curve does what? Oh geez, you can set curves. I was really hoping this would be super easy, but I am not finding this super easy at all. My goal is basically to get a camera to go from anywhere to a specific location using the animator, but I don't know if that's possible. Like, how do I just say, like, relative position or something? Alright, animator, you tell me. Oh gosh. Don't animate that. Whatever you're doing, don't do it. I am screwing up. Okay. Yep. how do you... Oh man, I don't know. You know what, maybe I'm just looking at this all wrong. Maybe I don't do it with an animation. I don't know. So camera, move from, let's go Unity, camera, move from position. Cinematic camera Unity. I don't know what I'm even thinking. I don't want a tool. I just want to know how to use animation to move camera from one position to another. This is all Unity or Unity. Unity. Could just do the move to, sure. Ah, yes, looking between things. Yeah, they just say use lerp, and that's fine. Slurp. I like it. It's like square lerp, I bet. Alright, camera location to camera location animation. I just wish I could have done it with the animator, because you could have done a lot cooler things, like yeah, something like this. How do I... Alright, this is what I think I want to do. Alright, I'm creating a game in which I want to transition between two camera views. Yeah. I think I might just have to do that. I think I might just have to lerp and... That's, I think, cool. I couldn't tell. Alright, so that's the top-down view. And... yeah. So what is he doing? He's using like some kind of curves or something? Animation curve. Let's see how that looks like. Let's just put it on the script, shall we? It's on cinematic. Yeah, sure. Whatever. We're just playing with stuff in here. Animation curve, and we'll just call it exactly what it is. Animation curve. Okay. What do you give me? What? What? That's pretty nifty. Oh, that I'm in love. I don't even know what this is, and I love it already. Oh my gosh. Alright, so I'm gonna keep following this dude's tutorial. That is pretty nice. Who is this? Smooth. Alistair Atkinson. Thanks, man. This looks good. So what he's really doing is he's got the curve, so he has like a pitch curve and a distance curve. I don't know what he's doing, but that's cool. Yep, I like it all. Anyway, oh gosh, I don't know what he's doing there. Alright, so he's creating an animation curve, ease in, out. Okay, you can even ease in, out. That's the, he's not actually doing it in Unity, he's just doing it right there in the code. That's cool. And so he makes 2 new keyframes. At zoom equals 0. He makes an offset of 0.5 units. New keyframe. I don't know. Man, keyframe, is that something else I should be learning? Gosh, there's too many Unity things I just don't know about. So is that a Unity thing? Public keyframe. It's a thing. I don't know if it's like his thing. No. Okay, so 2 things I gotta look at. Animation curve and jeez. Okay, so maybe I might take a break, learn some things, realize that I didn't know much about cinematics at all, but what I do know is that I gotta look at animation curve and look at keyframe. These are things I have no idea what they are. Animation curve looks cool. You can just do the curve straight in Unity, so you can make it look however you want. Keyframes also pretty cool. Maybe it'll just lead me to actually making the animation clip in code, which might be okay. I don't know. I'm pretty new to all this, so I'm actually gonna call this episode a bust for now, just because I have stuff to learn. So let me see what we're doing here. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do any of this. Let me go ahead, and while we're just here, and just so I can say I did something this episode, I'm gonna make that structure for the cinematic. So yeah. All this is gonna do is for now, it's gonna be a float, it's gonna be a timer. And the duration, I'm gonna make it 5 seconds for now, but I'll make it 1 second, but then 5 seconds for our testing. Start, do nothing, update, timer plus plus. If timer is greater than duration, go ahead and do stuff like eventually destroy game object is what you want to do at the end. And what else do we want to do? Guess we'll make an event. Static public event action. This will be called on cinematic done. finish. I don't know what's a better word here. And we're going to make that equal to a blank delegate, so you don't have to always check for null everywhere. I'll just do nothing. On cinematic finish, just call that when you are done with your duration, and destroy the game object so that it doesn't run anymore. That looks fine. A good start. So hopefully after, let's say 3 seconds, should go 1, 2, 3, done. Oh, it actually didn't even go all the way to 3. 1. Oh, jeez. It's not. It's like it's destroying it right away. Oh, because it's just counting up. Sorry. Plus equals time dot delta time. My bad. Phew. That was wrong. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Okay, that is great. And all we got to do is somehow implement this part into the game. Not that it has anything useful yet, but it could. I'm gonna just put cinematic here. It's gonna just be it's gonna be a nothing cinematic, but it is a prefab now, so I'm gonna save that. Let's go to scenes level. I think so, right? On start of the level, on finish of the level, and maybe during the level. So it's all going to happen during a level. So definitely level controller would be a good place to start this. Here we go. Play cinematic, which will be very simple. So here we go. Void create level. It won't create the level until after the cinematic, which might be a little. Oof. Yeah, this is gonna be hard to determine. Maybe I'll create the level first and then play cinematic, and play cinematic, and it should just be play starting cinematic. We're going to pause game. We are going to instantiate a starting cinematic. Sure. And you know what I'm going to do, right? Name equals starting. Yeah, I know. And we better put prefab here, just so we know exactly what we're getting ourselves into. Yep. Did you do it? Seems like you didn't do it really. Game object. Let's put you up here. Sorry, just programming. So when we play the starting cinematic, we're to pause the game, instantiate blah blah blah, and oh yeah, here we go. Don't forget to check if starting cinematic prefab does not equal null. That's when we do all of this. Or if it equals null, we can just return, right? Equals null, return. Otherwise, we pause the game, instantiate, and then we subscribe to cinematic dot on cinematic finish plus equals resume game. And I guess every time we resume game, we can just say cinematic unsubscribe from it. Yeah. Kind of a quick and dirty way to do that, but okay, I think that's how we get the cinematic happening. It'd be nice to actually see some kind of proof that we're showing the cinematic. So I'm gonna go back to scene, to the cinematic. Let's make some proof in the pudding. Let's just add like a big sphere or something, just something stupid, just so we know a cinematic is playing. And let's make it like 10 by 10 by 10. Oh gosh, I don't even think that's a real. Maybe 3 by 3 by 3. 3 by 3 by 3. Maybe that's good enough. Who knows? Let's go ahead and apply that, and then save this, and then try to level. So scenes level. Is that good enough? Looks like the cinematic didn't even happen. So let's figure out what happened. Because it's null. I bet you. I don't even think I saved it, did I? I did, right? Oh, but maybe it's private. Yep. Called it. Prefabs. Let's put starting cinematic right in there, shall we? Is it just called cinematic? Yeah, alright, cool. Cinematic. I was able to move, I think. There's a cinematic. Yep, I'm able to move. Weird, it's like it didn't load the whole level yet. That was kind of weird. So it creates a level first, which does a whole bunch of stuff, includes moves the camera. So that should have moved. And then we played starting cinematic, which paused the game. And pausing the game does what? Is pause equals true, and then just removes the input controller. Okay. So yeah, I see what's happening here. It basically did all that stuff first. So let's subscribe to everything first, then do our code. Alright, now I can't move. Now I can move. Okay. Oh, and it's... I see what's happening. It's basically... There's a camera in that cinematic. So we're looking at that camera. Oh, fun. Fun. Okay, let's do something cool then. Not cool, but better. So if we go to scenes... cinematic. If I look at the view of the camera, it has an animation too, right? Or I deleted it. Oh yeah, it just moves there. Okay, shoot, why not just move it from 000 to whatever this is. Alright, cool. So now at least there's like a 1-second animation. And actually this one, let's just go ahead and get sphere. Back to camera. Something like this. And then, can you record that? And basically say align with, there we go. And that's that, I think. Save that. Do I need to apply this? I don't know. I did. Let's go back to scenes. Let's go to level. Let's go to play. Pretty cool. If I just wanted to be at least with less warnings, I could go to I'll leave the warning there, because you know what, if I remove the listener, I'm gonna forget to remove the main camera or figure out what to do with the cameras, and I might I might leave it drawing with 2 different cameras, which will be a big waste of memory and CPU time. So okay, awesome. So can't move, can't move. Now I can move. Yeah. Okay. Alright. This looks good. I think I got the starting cinematic. Let's go ahead and see if we can add an ending cinematic. Kind of a very similar thing, right? So I'm going to have a starting cinematic, a middle cinematic, and an ending cinematic. So, okay. Fun. Now, how do we actually play them? This is how I'm going to actually do this function. Play cinematic. Starting cinematic prefab. Oh yeah, I like this a lot. Game object, cinematic prefab, and then instead of this, if you don't mind, yeah, you do mind, cinematic prefab, and we're just gonna do that for each one of you guys. Okay, yeah, I like it. So play starting cinematic prefab. You don't even have to be called play starting cinematic prefab. You just play cinematic. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright. And so now we can just reuse that function for multiple things. So that's the starting cinematic. Yeah, this won't be as cool, unfortunately. So I'm gonna do it here. Crap, yeah, I'm just thinking. Let's say Boolean resume equals true. So basically, if resume, do that. So now we can say play cinematic ending cinematic prefab false. We're not going to actually resume. And same thing down here somewhere. I think we actually win the game somewhere around here. We can play cinematic ending prefab. And blah blah blah. Do I have it on move? Yeah, so I'm gonna do something a little weird. Won't worry about it yet. Alright, let's see. Let's play this. Starting prefab, can't do anything. Now I can. Then the end. Oh, but it didn't actually. Huh. It's supposed to. Oh, I don't have any of the. Yeah, these things. Guess what, guys? You should have. You should all now be populated. Cinematic, cinematic. This is just for this scene, so it actually won't take place when we actually play the game from game controller. Interesting. I don't really know at this point. It plays the cinematic, so that's nice. But look, if I go to scenes, game, I didn't actually apply these cinematics to the prefab, so what will happen is we'll get the logo, we'll hit start, logo 1. Yeah, you see the cinematics aren't happening right now. Cool, and that's it. That's all I got. What if we just call this the beginning of the structure, right? I don't really have very much. I really want to have something like happening really before I try to play any further. But it's getting there. It really is. Things I want to do is, okay, let's start typing the things that I know I need to do. Bugs, yes, definitely big bugs. On ending cinematic, the on ending cinematic, the cinematic destroys itself before destroys itself. It shouldn't. The other thing with the ending cinematic shows up during / after complete menu shows up. Should play cinematic first, then show complete menu. Something like that, right? Okay. Anything else? On ending cinematic, the cinematic destroys itself. It shouldn't. Ending cinematic shows up. Let's go ahead and hurry up and do the during. I think I'm gonna just do that with the key button, with the key. So like C for cinematic, I guess would be fine. So I have that here. Kind of similar code here. If key down is C, level's not complete, it's not paused. Go ahead and play cinematic during middle cinematic prefab. Stuff like this, right? Okay. Here we go. This is the game. F for fail. Restart the level. P for pause. Resume. Cinematic. So you can basically play the cinematic whenever, and you can't do anything while it happens, right? Cool. Okay, so just a really fancy pause screen, if you want to think of it that way. Alright, cool. The structure's in place. Now we just kind of gotta do a little bit of bug fixing, like I said. So let's go back to Visual Studio. Let's open up this README. On ending cinematic, the cinematic destroys itself. It shouldn't. Ending cinematic shows up during, after. Alright, so what did we end up doing? Create a structure. Okay, I can kind of say we did that, and we kind of did that. Cinematics for this game, sure, we did that. Alright, so we got episode 10, Sokoban. Let's create a destructible box. That's what I want to do next time. I think that's going to be good for our 10th episode. And yeah, let's do these later. And I'll maybe do this, come up with the cinema script. I'm still not sure. Maybe we'll just do it all in Unity. Ugh, yeah, that sounds good. We introduced some more stuff, but we're getting some stuff done. I'm pretty happy. Okay, so we got the cinematic component going. Cool. Yeah, oh man, it's been an hour already. Okay, let's go ahead and start putting this in the books for today. So while that's kind of loading, I know it takes forever to load source tree. Oh, and I closed Unity too. Let's see if I can open up Unity. I know that's only going to take up more memory and more CPU, but that's okay. Just to talk about what we did today. You know what? This is going to be all wrong, but I'm going to apply this and save it. Okay, so if we go to our game scene, which is our main scene, which kind of just creates everything along the way. Game controller makes the logo screen, so here it is, logo screen. Then we're in the menu. We can start the game. We have a level select, click level select. Makes a cinematic so that it does something, and then you start playing the game. And so now that we're playing the game, oops, I failed, so failed to complete the level. Restart the level. Back, the beginning cinematic happens. You go ahead and play. then you completed this level. Excellent. And the cinematic plays in the background and destroys itself, as we marked as one of the bugs. So we're going to go ahead and hit next. This is the next level, and here we go. And there we go. That is the end of that level, and it did the cinematic and everything. Back to menu. So it looks like it's working for now. Cool. Like it. Closing that out. Source tree, load it. Hopefully I still have... Yes. So let's see how everything is. We ate an animations folder. Great. Cinematic. Oh, I don't like where cinematic is. Can we move that? I guess I should move it in Unity, though. So scripts. I think I have... Yeah, these two scripts don't belong here. Let's put scripts in scripts, shall we? Alright, save that. Alright, everything else I feel okay about. Yep, animation. We moved game object helper to another folder. We got readme, cinematic controller, and its animation. That's kind of what's controlling everything right now. We might change that in a bit, maybe with code. Here's the prefabs. That's the cinematic Unity thing that we're kind of using, but not really. Yeah, we are. Game object helper got moved there, and level controller. Yeah, we changed some code so it creates a level, and then we inserted places where you can actually put the cinematics. Okay, I feel good about that. Let's stage all of that and commit it. Done. Alright, so how's our tree looking? I'm sure it's getting there. Yeah, look at that, man. That's looking pretty good. Alright, let's close this out. Oh, did I not save this? I think I did. I hope I did. I feel like if I go to source tree, it's not going to be there, and I'm going to be so sad. I think I can amend the change, right? Is that something I can do? I hope so. Let's go back. Come on, source tree. Let's go. I forgot to save you, perhaps. Oh, you're still here. Great. So if I go back to... Oh, yep, the readme. I think... Oh, it's just an enter? But let's see if we can amend that. So I have that here. Let's go to working copy. That's amend it. If I click here and say, hey, can you amend the latest commit? Will you let me? Yeah, let's use this push. Maybe we can like force it somehow. Can we force push or something? I don't even know what that means. The track part. Gosh. Why would I pull? I don't know. I don't know what you're asking of me. right? Like, I don't like what's happening here. You know what? That, although it's trying to make this a learning experience for me, that's really not worth it for me. So let's just go ahead and hard reset back to what we just did here. I'm cool with that. Alright, I'm happy enough. Phew. Okay, everybody, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Put this up on YouTube, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.